What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy Ian for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first one I see is the first one I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking Zodiac signs in love. Hopefully, you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first one I see is the first one I read, and at this moment in time, notifications have not shot out, so we're going to go with the birthday peeps and see what's popping in for Team Capricorn, okay? So without further ado, before we continue, I do want to mention, everybody, if you're interested in a personal reading, check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description box below if you want to book me there. Nonetheless, though, we're going to get started here at Team Capricorn, so let's see what we got going on here for you. What's poppin', Lori Lee? What's going on, Stelly? How you guys doing? I'll get on into your signs here in just a moment, but what do we got showing up here for Cappy? Happy birthday, guys. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. Moving on in to the next 24 hours. What do we got in store here, please, for our Zodiac sign of Capricorn in the next 24. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look, Capricorn. Starting out here with the overall energy for ya, we do have here the Hangman in the upright position. So you could be connecting here possibly with a Virgo for a few of you, or sorry, not a Virgo. You could be connecting here with a Pisces, but maybe you happen to be dealing with a Virgo. Having a look here at the current energy, Eight of Wands in the reverse position. What it is you're dealing with here at this time, Capricorn, Page of Swords in reverse. And then taking a look here at the current outcome, what do we got showing up for you? We have here the Two of Wands in the reverse position. So let's have a look here at your Capricorn and see what we got going on. Now, you do begin here with the Hangman card, and you pair that Hangman here to the Eight of Wands in the reverse position. So what this is telling me is that you guys are at a point in time where maybe you feel like you can't change a situation, you can't transmute or transform something. That's kind of what I'm picking up on here for you at this time. Looking at what you're dealing with, Page of Swords reversed. This is the energy of not really going after a situation you kind of feel here so far, Capricorn, that you want to kind of take your attention off of something. You don't even want to bother trying to transform a situation here any longer. I'm kind of getting the feeling here of wanting to put something completely behind you. Looking at the outcome, Two of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands reversed here is a card that's very often representative of just deciding to no longer try to make a path work. You're leaving a path behind. Now, I don't actually feel, though, however, that this is the energy of giving up. I think that for you guys, this is the energy of realizing that you don't want to change a situation any longer, because I don't believe there's any motivation behind it, but most importantly, I don't think that you care to change a situation here any longer. Let's say, for example, you've been in a weird space with a friend. Maybe you guys have kind of been in a very distant place for quite some time. Maybe you've always wanted to change things. You've always wanted to kind of get that friendship back into a very positive place. But overall, maybe they never really showed that they cared. I think that maybe your next 24 hours alludes to, I don't really care anymore either. I'm at that point where I don't want to change this anymore. I don't want to be the one to put in all the work. So with that being said, it's not really about giving up. It's just about matching that person's energy. But truthfully, this isn't even what I want anymore. You know, I've gotten to the point where I've become so used to them not working on the friendship with me that it's made me no longer want to build a friendship with them going forward. So with that being said, I release and I let go. That's what I feel is happening here. It's not so much giving up, but it's the choice here to say, this isn't what I want for myself anymore. So it's very different than giving up. Naturally, we give up on something we want. In this situation, in this case, Capricorn, I'm not feeling like you want whatever this is. You know, whether you're dealing, with a friend, whether you're dealing with a lover, whether you're dealing with a work situation, I think something here has been delayed, or there's been so much distance that's been formated in this situation for so long that it's brought you to a point where you genuinely just don't want this for the foreseeable future. So I see you turning your back here, but not out of giving up, but more so out of not really wanting this. Okay, Capricorn? Interesting. Take that if it resonates, of course. Leave it if it doesn't. But Cappy, I appreciate you tuning in here nonetheless. Happy birthday to you. And thank you guys for coming on out. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So thanks, Team Capricorn, for being here today. So we did begin here with our Earth signs today. For today, we're going to go Earth, air, water, and fire. So that'll be the lineup here for today's daily reading. Let's jump on into our air signs, though, and see what we got going on here for Gemini. What is up? By the way, what's going on, Alyssa? What's going on, Vanessa? Hey, Jay. What's poppin', guys? Hope you're all doing well. But what's showing up here for Team Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus Zodiac in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be popping on in here, please, for our lovely Gemini in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Gemini, that was quick. Overall energy, we got a Hangman. Taking a look at the current energy, the Lovers in reverse, which is the Gemini card. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, what do we got? We got here the Nine of Pentacles. And then taking a look here at the current outcome for Team Gemini is going to be the Queen of Wands in the reverse position as well. So let's have a look at you and see what's going on. Now, Geminis, you begin here with the Hangman card, and you pair that Hangman here to the Lovers in reverse. So I feel pretty naturally here for you, Gemini. You are at a point in time where you're disconnected from someone or something in your next 24 hours. And it does seem to me for you guys, it feels like you've kind of reached an epiphany, if you will, because the Hangman, as much as it can be a card about being stuck, it can also be a card about having some sort of epiphany. So I feel like the epiphany you're having is that you're not connected to something. You are better off without someone or something. Looking at what you're dealing with here being the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles here represents independence, individuality, really enjoying that independence and individuality and having confidence in standing tall on your own. So I think that you've gotten to a point where you're going to soon realize, I don't need this person, or I don't need this situation, or I don't need this job, or I don't need this status. Status is a big one. You know, a lot of people determine their confidence upon status. Maybe some of you guys are having some deep revolutions in the next 24 hours. That status doesn't mean shit. Why should I care what other people perceive me as status wise when I know my own status of who the hell I am? Period. I love that, Gemini, and it's fucking true. So I'm getting the sense here for Gems where it's like, I'm starting to see that I can be without someone or something here, and it feels pretty good. I feel more confident standing in my own and standing in my own power. Looking at the outcome here, Queen of Wands in reverse, I think you're taking your attention here off of potentially either needing the attention from another person or from another situation. I get the feeling, Gems, where you felt or thought that you needed someone or something. You're now soon realizing all you've ever needed was yourself, and that's going to be an incredibly powerful type of energy to tap into. And once you do, it's going to boost your confidence here through the roof as well. So I think your next 24-hour period is just a realization of like, I don't need this person, or I don't need this situation, I don't need the status, etc. All I need is myself, and that's what really matters. You know, so Geminis, I love that. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But guys, thanks for coming out here nonetheless. Really appreciate you here, Team Gemini. So we did our earth signs so far. We did our air. Let's jump on into our water. Going into our water signs, we're going to take a look here at Pisces and see what's going on here for the fish. Okay, message is showing up for Team Pisces, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got going on here for Pisces? Hey, Natalie, thank you so much. I appreciate you becoming a member. Welcome on in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do we got going on here for Team Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Zodiac in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Fish, one more shuffle incoming. And we'll see what we got going on with you, baby. Hopefully, all is well. Starting out here with the overall energy, Piscean, we have here a Two of Pentacles in reverse. Looking at your current energy, we do have here the Four of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with. We have here the Six of Wands in reverse. And then looking at the outcome here for Piscean is going to go ahead and be the Hangman card in the upright position as well. So Team Pisces, you start out here with a Two of Pents in reverse, and you pair that here to a Four of Wands in reverse as well. You know, it kind of looks to me for you guys, you are at a period of time where you don't feel like you can juggle some sort of relationship or some sort of environment any longer. Maybe some of you guys are swinging two jobs at the moment. Maybe some of you guys are dealing with a relationship that's been very inconsistent. And when I say relationship, it could be platonic or romantic, excuse me. It doesn't have to be strictly about love. It could be family relationships or friendship connections, etc. But I think that right now you are coming to the realization that I can't keep on dealing with some sense of instability. And I do feel for some of you, especially in the workplace, maybe you guys are working two jobs. You're saying to yourself, I can't swing two jobs anymore. I feel like there is either a very overwhelming factor showing up that's creating this energy of inconsistency, or there's inconsistency in general and you just can't stand for it any longer, Pisces. Looking at what you're dealing with, Six of Wands reversed. I never hear this, but I'm hearing with the Six of Wands reversed on an intuitive level, you feel like you're not getting what you need. Your needs aren't being met here with the Six of Wands reversed. Maybe you don't feel like in terms of attention, your needs aren't being met, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Everybody in general wants to have attention and attentiveness in any kind of connection, relationship, or set and setting. So that's not anything that's, incessant. That's not anything that is necessarily negative to say, but I feel here for you that you just don't feel like needs are being met. Like somebody here, I feel isn't around much or isn't around enough, or if you're working a job, maybe you're not getting paid enough, especially if you're going back and forth between two jobs. So I find that you're looking at this situation and you're feeling stuck. It's like, I just don't feel like my needs here are being met or are being taken care of at the end of the day, and something here has to change with that Hangman card. So Pisces, for your next 24-hour period, I think you're coming to the conclusion that you can't keep this cycle going. You can't kind of continue something here that is bringing forth instability in your life. If having 2 jobs or 3 jobs, whatever, has been incredibly taxing and draining on you, you might quit one of them in the next 24 hours and say, listen, it's time for me to find something maybe 100% full-time that covers all my expenses. You know, if you've been dealing with a connection with somebody where maybe they're not showing up frequently, maybe you feel like they are always constantly distant and you feel like you're the only person putting the initial investment in, maybe you're saying to yourself in the next 24 hours, I don't feel like my needs are getting met out of this connection. Therefore, I'm not going to keep on waiting for them to meet my needs. If they're not doing it now, they probably won't do it later. Therefore, I'm going to be open to connecting with other people. Let me be single for a while, see if somebody else is out there. So that's the vibe here for you. You can't keep on being invested in a cycle that isn't getting you what you need at the end of the day. So take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But I think rightfully so. You don't have to sit here and stay involved in a cycle that isn't going to get you what you need and what you deserve. And if it's not meeting those specific needs, Pisces, you have all the right to go out there and see what will. Okay? All right, Piscean. Interesting. Shout out to the Fish. Thanks for watching. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Pisces, thank you so much for tuning in nonetheless. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here so far with our Earth. We've done our air and we've done our water. We're hopping into fire signs here shortly, okay? By the way, hey, Gloria, what's going on? Gemini reading is spot on. Happy to resonate with you, Gloria. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. Heather Ann, what's up? What's up? Thanks so much for the 5. You said, thanks for your time, Ant-Man. Support you 100%. Thank you, my love. I really appreciate that. Thank you for your donation. But most importantly, thank you so much for your support all the frickin' time. It means a heck of a lot more than you know. All right? All right, guys. So we finished all those signs up. Let's get into our fire. For the fire signs, let's have a look here at Sagittarius, and we'll see what's in store here for you. What do we got showing up for Team Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Zodiac in the next 24 hours. What's going to be in store here for Sagittarius in the next 24? Team Saggy, you guys are coming up here relatively quickly. So let's get our last shuffle and we'll see what's popping. Sagittarian, overall energy for you is going to be the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Having a look here at the current energy, we got here the Magician in the upright position. What you're dealing with, we have here the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. And looking at the outcome here, Team Sagittarius is going to go ahead and be the 7 of Swords in the reverse position as well. Interesting. So we start out here, Sag, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and we pair that Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the Magician card in the upright. So Magician here is a card, Virgo energy, you might be dealing with one, but it's a card that talks about showing up. And Queen of Pentacles reversed could talk about maybe a lack of showing up for yourself. So I get the sense here in your next 24, you're kind of saying to yourself, I need to show up for myself more. What does that mean? Maybe I need to tend to my own needs more. Maybe I need to focus on what I should be taking care of. Maybe I need to reprioritize and re-strategize a little bit more in my life. Maybe you've been losing sleep over somebody else because you've been helping them out with something. Maybe the next 24 hours is about focusing on getting your sleep back, saying, hey, I'm sorry, can't do this. I got to prioritize myself. I got to prioritize my mind. I got to prioritize my sleep, etc. Now that's just one simple, very simple example. But in terms of prioritization, I think you're saying to yourself, I need to put myself back at the top. It kind of feels like you've been maybe a little bit too over prioritized in everybody else, but maybe not enough in yourself. And I do see here, if you've been showing up for everybody else and not showing up for yourself overall, this is the time you want to do that. Looking at what you're dealing with, 7 of Pentacles reversed, you've been making a lot of investments, but it feels like a lot of the investments you've made have been external versus internal. And with the outcome showing up here, Sag, being the 7 of Swords reversed, you're saying to yourself, I don't want to put myself on the back burner, because I know that if I do, I can put myself into some situations that aren't going to be the best, and I could inevitably end up hurting myself more than helping myself by being invested in everybody else but me. So typically, Sagittarians are very, free-spirited people. And it's not to say Sagittarians are naturally selfish, because I've never really seen that or picked that up with Sagittarians. But I feel like you guys sometimes are in the flow a lot. You know, you're always kind of bouncing around, you're doing your thing with other people, but you can pretty much easily sometimes kind of miss or look over what you need. And I feel that for your next 24 hours, it's about having to recognize, maybe I have been looking over what I've needed for quite some time. I've been looking past what I've needed for quite some time. And this is going to be the perfect time to get recentered, rebalanced, and kind of reprioritize my needs. So I see Sagittarians being in that type of space in the next 24 hours, figuring out what you need for yourself and really sticking to that priority chain here, making sure you're getting taken care of. You always, you know, as I always say, you cannot pour from an empty cup. So make sure you are filled. Okay. All right, Sagittarian, I love you. If it resonates, cool. If not, no worries. But thanks for coming out here nonetheless. Okay, we're gonna keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Shout out to Team Sagittarius. So we have touched base here so far, everybody, with our first batch of zodiac signs. We're gonna get into our second batch here shortly. Gloria, thank you so much for the $9.99. I really appreciate that, my love. You said thank you for the Gemini reading, super spot on. Happy to resonate with you, my love. Really appreciate that donation, and thanks for watching. Either way, it really means a lot. Esmeralda, what's up? Aloha to you too. How's it hanging? Thanks so much for coming on in. Leo Queen, we'll be getting to Leo as quick as we can. Thank you though so much for watching. Lauren, if you want a personal reading, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. You'll find it in my description box below the video, and then you can purchase any of those reading tiers that you'd like if you would like to get a personal reading with me. What's going on, Wilma Marks? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing great. Thanks for coming by. George Davis, thank you so much. I appreciate you keeping up with the signs too. Really means a lot. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Give me a couple more moments, and then we'll get on into our second batch. Hope everybody's having a good day so far, though. Thanks, guys, for coming out. If you are a water sign and you have not seen your January 2023 readings yet, they are posted on the channel. So for any of my Cancers, Pisces, or Scorpios, check out your monthly check-in for January. That video is posted, okay? All right, y'all, let's get back into it. We're hopping back into the Earth, and for the Earth, we're going to look at Team Virgo. So let's see what's going on. Messages coming in here for Virgo, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. In the next 24 hours, what do we got showing up here for Team Virgo? Hey, very happy Mondays. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Let's go ahead and have a look here, baby. Team Virgo. Overall energy for the Virgo gang, what do we got? We got here the Knight of Wands. You might be dealing with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, or a Leo. Taking a look here into the current energy, Five of Cups. What you're dealing with at this time, Hermit in reverse, and then having a look here at the outcome for you, Four of Wands in the reverse position too. So let's see what's going on here, Team Virgo. You do begin here with a Knight of Wands in the upright, and then you pair that Knight of Wands here with the Five of Cups. So kind of feels to me for Virgo peeps in your next 24 hours, you're trying to drift away here from some sort of situation that's been upsetting. There could be a situation where you feel like you've lost something. Three of Cups here, or well, the Five of Cups here shows three cups that are knocked over. What's still left standing though is two cups that are behind this woman. So at the end of the day, even though it may feel like something in your life was lost, there's always something to gain. And I feel like a lot of you are kind of tapping into that energy where it's like, you know what, that's true. Even though I might have lost something or feels like I've taken a loss, you could be going through a grieving period where you're moving on or moving past something that happened or occurred. As much as it may feel like we've lost something, there is always something out there to gain. So I think you're trying to get back into more of a positive mindset here, especially with what you're dealing with being the Hermit reversed. Hermit is Virgo energy. It feels like you're trying to show up and say, you know what, let's try to get back into more of a positive morale, more of a positive mentality. Because looking at the outcome here currently, you got a Four of Wands reversed. I feel like currently you've been going through it, right, Virgo? You've been dealing with the Five of Cups, so you've been upset, you've been grieving something, and of course it hasn't really made you feel all that, you know, in a very emotionally stable or an emotionally secure place. It definitely feels like it's affected a lot of different areas of your life, but you're saying to yourself, I'm ready here to start shifting and transmuting that energy with the Knight of Wands. I'm ready here to make a shift overall. So I like that a lot here with the the Knight of Wands showing up for you, because you're ready here with that Hermit card to say, let's try to be positive again. Let's try to look at this in a different manner. rather than saying, hey, 3 of Cups, I lost something. Let's focus on those 2 cups that are left standing. So there's a change in perception for Virgos in the next 24 hours. You're trying to stay positive here and look at the bright side, and you're looking at the fact that, hey, there's always something to gain. Never forget that. Even if anything is lost, there is always something to gain, okay? All right, Virgos, I love you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you guys for tuning on in. Really, really appreciate you. So we have touched base here with our Earth. Let's get back into our air signs, baby. And we're going to have a look here at Team Libra and see what's going on. By the way, what's going on, Twisted Art Lady? How you doing? Thank you so much for coming on in. What is showing up here for Team Libra, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Zodiac in the next 24. What do we got showing up here for Team Libra in the next 24 hours? What's going on here for you? Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Libra, overall energy for you guys is going to be the Hangman in reverse. I've seen this Hangman card come out quite a few times today. So I don't know, man. Is everybody dealing with the Pisces? Maybe. Either way, though, Libra, you could be connecting here with a Pisces, so take that if it resonates. Now, having a look here at the current energy, you got the 9 of Wands. What it is you're dealing with here at Libra is going to be the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. And then taking a look here at your outcome, guys, is going to be the Emperor in the reverse position as well. So let's see what's, excuse me guys, Jesus, let's see what we got going on here for Team Libra, okay? Don't mind me over here having tons of freaking gas in my throat. Now, we got here a Hangman card in the reverse position, and we also do have here a 9 of Wands. So you could be connecting with the Pisces, like I mentioned. You might also be dealing with an Aries here with the Emperor card, so take that if that applies here for you too. But we got a Hangman here. You got a 9 of Wands here. It kind of feels like you're trying to be more open. Libra, if you've been finding yourself feeling a little bit more shut down, whether you've been feeling shut down, and you know what I'm feeling though, it's like you're being shut down with the people you're closest to. So whether it's a best friend, whether it's a family member like a mom and dad, a sister, brother, whether this is a romantic partner you've been invested with for quite some time, there's a certain level, I think, of feeling shut down. And that is the difficult part for you, because you want to open up to this person because you know it's somebody you can trust. You know it's somebody that you genuinely care about. However, looking at what you're dealing with, 4 of Pentacles reversed, it's felt like kind of a hard process. But I think it's happening though, considering the 4 of Pentacles in reverse is here. So just to get a little bit more of like intuitive insight to your situation, I think you've had a difficult time opening up to everybody, including the people you trust, including the people who are closest to you. And I'm not sure necessarily what's prompted you to feel this way, but I think that you're finally getting to a point where you can open up, okay? Which I like to see for you, right? 4 of Pence reversed. Looking at the outcome, Emperor in reverse, I think that what could have played a role, Libra, is maybe to a degree, a part of you felt that I can fix this situation, or that you were in control of a situation, and there's no point about opening up about what you're struggling with because you'll figure it out, you'll make it work, you'll make it happen. But I think you were trying to take control potentially of things that were outside of yourself. Let's say, for example, Libra, maybe you were trying to say, I'm going to fix this situation with my boyfriend or my romantic partner, but at the end of the day, you can't change what your partner decides to do because that's outside of yourself. It would depend upon what your partner decides to do ultimately. You know, maybe you wanted to change how somebody is viewing you, and you're like, I can fix this. I can change their opinion. At the end of the day, their opinion will always be their opinion because that's something based upon their own free will. So I think you were trying to figure out a way to fix something outside of yourself. And at the end of the day, you needed to come to the realization that maybe you can't. You know, you probably can't fix these certain types of things. These are things that call for acceptance rather than the energy of, I'm going to go ahead and take care of this. So it's a very interesting storyline. It'll probably resonate for a short amount of Libras, a few amount of Libras, maybe not many of you. But I understand this type of energy because I've been there before too. You know, I was like, I'm going to go fix this situation, even though I couldn't fix it. But I didn't tell anybody that I was struggling with what I was struggling with because I wanted to make sure I was the person to take care of everything. I didn't want to burden people. I was worried about what other people would think. And over time, I learned that it was best to accept the things that I couldn't change personally. And also, it was also okay to be open and to vent and to talk to the people that loved and cared for me because they were able to support me in saying, hey, look, I'm sorry you can't change this, but we're here for you, and maybe we can do something else to make your situation better. So I would say here for Libra peeps, you're getting ready to open up about what you've been dealing with, and I want you to understand that you're not defeated. Emperor in reverse. You're not defeated. If you are trying to change something that you cannot change, which is something outside of you, you are not defeated for not being able to change it. But the only time you will become defeated is the more you keep trying to change things that you can't rather than accept them. So accept the things we cannot change, focus on the things that we can, and keep it moving forward. And if you are currently struggling, don't hesitate to open up to friends, family members, lovers, whoever you genuinely trust and who you know is there for you. Don't keep that in and hold that in and bottle it up. It's not going to help you or help anybody. Let people be there for you too, Libra. Okay? That was a lot of messages for your read. If it applies to you, cool. If not, no worries. But Libras, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys. Sending you some extra love here, okay? We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have done our air and we have done our earth. We're going to hop on into our water. Lila, hello. What's popping? Thank you so much for stopping on by. But let's have a look here at the water signs. For the water, we're going to take a peek here at the Scorpio. So what's going on here for Team Scorpio, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Zodiac in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for Team Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Heather Ann said, shout out to my Virgo hubby. Great Virgo read. Happy to hear that. Shout out to the hubby. That's what's up. What do we got showing up for Scorps in the next 24 hours? Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Scorpio, do you want to mention you had an Ace of Pentacles randomly flip over in the deck? Ace of Pentacles could be representative of an opportunity. There could be a new opportunity coming in for some of you via career, but it could be an opportunity for anything. So be on the lookout for opportunities is something that I see here for you at this time. But let's get on into your main reading and we'll have a peek and see what's up, okay? What's going on here for Team Scorpios in your next 24? Starting out with the overall energy, Knight of Wands in the reverse position. Taking a look here at the current energy, we got a Knight of Swords in reverse, what you're dealing with at this time. We do have here the Queen of Cups in the upright, and then taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to go ahead and be the Five of Swords in reverse as well. So Team Scorpio, let's have a look here and see what's happening. You start out here with a Knight of Wands in reverse, and you pair that here to a Knight of Swords in the reverse position as well. I kind of feel for you guys, this is about cutting off communication and cutting off travel, meaning you're not seeing somebody and you're not talking to somebody, Scorpio, moving into the next 24 hours. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, Queen of Cups can be representative of being in a bit of an emotional place. And with the outcome here being the Five of Swords reverse, that's a card that could be representative of wanting to avoid confrontation. So I feel like you're not seeing somebody and you're not talking to somebody, but it's due to the nature of, I know it's probably not best to have a conversation with them yet. This is the energy about wanting to avoid that confrontation because you don't want to have a reaction. You'd rather have a response. Did we not talk about this yesterday? I could have sworn we had a reading yesterday that was this exact message, but I don't know if it was for you, Scorpio, or if it was for another zodiac sign. But we did have this exact message pop up in the daily yesterday for some zodiac sign. If it wasn't you, then it was some other sign. Either way, though, yeah, you don't want to give a reaction. You want to give a response to somebody. So this can be anybody. It could be somebody that you're upset with, like a friend, family member, lover. Maybe you're upset with your boss. I'm not sure what the case is, but you don't want to have any sort of confrontation right now. Because if you did, you'd be acting out of emotion, aka you'd be giving a reaction to how you feel. You kind of want to take the time here to get gathered and collected first so that you can give a proper response to where it's not so much heavily emotional, but it's more into that rational type of energy. It's more in the head energy rather than the heart. And you want to make sure that a conversation goes smoothly. So you definitely seem to be avoiding somebody on all levels in the next 24 hours. But rightfully so. Like I said, you want to respond versus react, which makes a lot of sense. Okay. Interesting, Scorpio. Take that if it's your story. Leave it if it's not. It might have been your message yesterday too, so I'm not necessarily sure, but definitely heard that yesterday at one point or another. But either way, Scorpio, thanks for coming out here nonetheless. Really, really appreciate you. Thank you guys so much, okay? We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here with the water, with the earth, and with the air. Let's go ahead and get on into our fire signs here in just a moment or so. Very happy Monday said, bum, bum, bum. Came in just in time for Virgo, keeping it moving forward for real. That's awesome. Free will is our blessing and is great, but sometimes it's a tough teacher. A tough teacher if we resist accepting that everyone has it. Absolutely. Yeah, it is an interesting kind of thing. I think that a lot of people sometimes don't always understand just how powerful free will truly is. And the thing is that you are always going to have your own free will to do whatever the hell you want to do. But we have to remember that when it comes into other people's free will, that's not something we can intertwine with, you know? When I would make videos in the past about law of attraction and teaching manifesting and teaching how to attract a specific person, you know, the thing about that is that you can't override people's free will. A lot of people would tell me, Aunt, how do I manifest somebody to just love me? You know, I don't necessarily believe in that. I believe that you can put an energy of love out there. And I believe that they can be receptive to it if they so choose, and they can not be receptive to it if they so choose. But at the end of the day, you can manifest somebody who meets your criteria because you're basically calling out for an energy that you desire. So you can get a specific person who matches the energy you want. It might not be the person you're thinking of, though, because at the end of the day, we don't have that ability to control other people, and nor should we, right? I don't think you would want to personally be controlled. Therefore, we shouldn't have that ability to control others, as we're all free and sovereign beings. So that's something to always keep in mind too. You know, but I see that a lot, you know, in the law of attraction community. A lot of people are like, how do I make Jason love me? And it's like, if Jason doesn't love you, it is what it is. Find yourself a man that meets off the criteria. You know, you can put out into the universe, I want a man like this. I want a man like that, who loves me unconditionally, who does this. You may not get Jason, but maybe you'll get Paul. And Paul is everything you were looking for, okay? But then some people will still be hung up on Jason, even though the perfect match they manifested came in. You know? Just saying, baby. So definitely something to keep in mind. Twisted Art Lady said, I did cut somebody off. Oh, lordy lord. Well, hopefully your situation's going well, though. Heather Ann said, fresh year, fresh starts, fresh moves. I'm so psyched to get her going. That's what's up, Heather Ann. I love that for you. Yeah, I have a lot of excitement towards this year, too. This year, though, is going to be a fucking grind for me. So you're going to see a very tired Cancer Moons Tarot probably throughout 2024. But you know what? It's going to be all the more worth it for the things that I intend to achieve this year. So with that being said, I may show up all sleepy weepy, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be putting in a lot of hard work this year, as I've already had all that. I have certain things lined up for me at this time. You know? All right, though, guys. Moving on forward into the fire, I believe, right? Yeah, we did our water sign, so we're jumping to fire. Let's have a look here at the Leo and see what's going on here, baby. Message is coming in for Team Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Leo, overall energy for you is going to be the Four of Pentacles. You could be connecting here possibly with a earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taking a look here at the current energy, we got here the Empress, what you're dealing with at this time. We do have here the Star in reverse, and then taking a look here at the outcome for you guys is going to go ahead and be the Five of Cups in the reverse position, showing up here for Team Leo. So Leos, I feel like for your next 24 hours, we start out here automatically with the Four of Pentacles, and you're pairing that Four of Pentacles here with the Empress. So this is representative of saying, I'm ready now to let go and I'm ready to grow instead. This is the vibe about saying it's time for me to stop holding on. I need to set myself free. I need to go ahead and move on to the next thing. So Leos, this is about deciding to grow here from a situation, looking at what you're dealing with, Star in reverse. I think that this is about recognizing what you have been chasing might have been something that was misaligned with you. Sometimes, guys, we get into what I would call false alignment, where we really believe something's meant for us, but no matter what, we're always facing resistance. Remember, if things are meant for us, we're not going to be in the face of resistance. We're going to be in the face of flow. So whatever's meant to you will flow to you. But when you kind of force yourself to believe that this is what's for me, 110%, but you're constantly being met with the face of resistance, you're going to find yourself in that false alignment period. So I get that sense here for Leos. You were in a bit of that false alignment period for a while, but your next 24 hours marks the beginning of growth, the beginning of allowing yourself to say, okay, maybe this isn't exactly what I was supposed to align with. However, my own personal growth is going to require me to figure out, A, what do I want to align with going forward? B, what feels right for me going forward? And C, at the end of the day here, if something isn't working out for me, am I willing to be open to a different option? Because I think that a lot of times in life, guys, I believe anybody can do anything. Okay, I 110% believe that, but I believe that some things are better aligned for you than others. And the truth is some things are better for you than other things, you know? So I think that when we're in the path of false alignment, we may force ourselves to try to make something work, but it's going to be more of a difficult time for you. You don't want to constantly face resistance. You know, I tend to tell people it's always so much better to focus on what feels right, what feels like it's going in the flow for you, rather than what feels like, oh my God, this is such a tough time. So Leos, I think that your next 24 hours is about letting go here of the false path, if you will, or the false alignment, if you will, and you're starting to lean more into your intuition, saying, what feels like the right direction for me? What do I feel called towards? What do I want to do, essentially? What am I passionate about? It's like you're going to start asking yourself these questions, and I think that that's not only going to open up so much growth for you, but it's going to open up so many more new paths. All right, so I feel here for Leos, if you want to get out of false alignment, the best thing you can do is start asking yourself those questions. What does feel right for me? What am I passionate about? What am I interested in going forward? And then you're going to start to make those strides. And once you do, you're not going to be met with the face of resistance like you felt on the false alignment, but you're more so going to be met here with the energy of flow, which is awesome, Team Leo. So I like it. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thanks, Team Leo, for tuning on in. Follow through with what your intuition has to offer for you and where you feel like that intuitive nudge is going, and you're going to see a difference, okay? And things open up for you as well. So we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Take it if it resonates, Leo. Leave it if it doesn't, but thanks for coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, everybody. So we have finished up here our second batch of zodiac signs for the daily read. We'll be hopping into our last and final batch here shortly. I do want to say, hey, Lux, what's up? Happy New Year, Aunt 2024 and the fam jam. Love your guts. You're still on vacation, but you're stopping by to say love you long time. That's what's up. Thanks so much, Lux. I really appreciate that. What's going on, Amy? You said I caught you. Appreciate you tuning in. Welcome in, Amy. What's going on? Thank you. What's going on, Roland? You said follow my intuition. Thanks for sure. This is definitely the time here to follow to follow your intuition and as much as you can, and to literally listen to where your intuition's guiding you. You know, you're going to pick up on those intuitive nudges. When you're feeling nudged in a certain direction, definitely take it into consideration, because what's on the other side is something quite beautiful. Okay? All right, though, guys. We're going to hop into our final batch here shortly. Thanks, everybody, for being here so far. Amy said, blessings, day and all the soul peeps. Thank you, Amy. Right back at you. And likewise, thank you so much. You're welcome, Lila, for sure. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Appreciate it. I know notifications today probably did not shoot out for anybody, or maybe a small amount of people, because I uploaded 3 videos. I don't know why YouTube does that. But either way, though, appreciate everybody who is here, and sorry for those of you that missed out on the notifications nonetheless. But thanks if you're watching the replay. Heather Ann said, my 13-year-old son loved the membership reading cards. I guess they're movie cards. He liked them. What did I use in the membership? I'm trying to think. Usually these I use. I'm pretty sure I use these same cards for the membership reading as well, unless I happen to use the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot, which love this movie to death. And this tarot deck was awesome. I got this as a Christmas gift this year. But yeah, I'm not sure though. Because I'm pretty sure, because I'm very specific when it comes to like live streaming. I usually either stick to this deck or Rider-Waite Tarot. But I'm not sure though. This deck though, if your son is interested in it, this is the traditional manga tarot, or if anybody's interested in this deck that I use for dailies at all, it is the traditional manga tarot. Is there an artist name on here? Oh yeah, it's by Lo Scarabeo. It's made in Italy, so this is an Italian person. Yeah, there's a lot of decks I have that's by this artist. I can never say their name though. Either way though, you can pick it up on Amazon. I think about like $20 or something of that nature. But yeah, check it out. Both of these decks are great though, if you want either or. Really cool tarot decks to have. If you're into like more of the bougie tarot decks, guys, this is the one. The Runic Tarot. This is the bougie tarot deck. I haven't touched this deck in a very, very long time, but this deck has such beautiful imagery. I like very realistic tarot decks. I'm either very interested in my style is either really like realistic as fuck or like super cartoony. or more like manga-y, if you will. So I have very interesting flavor, but this is my bougie deck. I haven't used it in a long time, but I like this one a lot. I also like the Heaven and Earth Tarot, I believe it's called too. That's a good one as well. Also, quick question. While you guys are here, I do have a lot of tarot decks that I'm just never going to touch anymore. Probably not, because I honestly, like, you know, use them so often to the point where I don't even think fanning them out and using fanning powder would work. So there's a lot of decks I've kind of vaulted over time, over the years of doing tarot. Would you guys be interested in them being sold for a very cheap price? I mean, I'm talking, I would sell like maybe an old Rider-Waite for 10, 15 bucks. I mean, you know, if you want it, you know, cards are signed. I could put it on Amazon or something, or put it on my website and ship it to you guys. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know, because I got lots of decks that are vaulted, and you know, if anybody wants to get use out of them, and you know, especially if you want it passed down from one reader to another, you know, let me know if that's something you're interested in. Heather Ann said that's the one he saw. Gotcha. For sure. Cool. Hold on, the chat's moving. Lila said, I love the membership reading. Oh, that's what's up. Oh, Heather Ann said it might not have been the membership read, but he saw it today. So that was definitely for the monthly reads that I did. So I've been using them in the monthly. So it was probably for one of the water sign reads that we posted up today. Oh, that's what's up. Appreciate it either way, Lux. That's awesome. Do I use oracle cards too? Yes, I do use oracle cards, but very, very rarely. There's a lot of like, I have like a lot of specifics when it comes to tarot. Like, it's weird. I have to really love a deck in order for me to connect with it. So with oracle cards, it's very rare for me to like connect with them and love oracle cards overall, but I use them from time to time. But yeah, it's weird, my thing. I have like a very specific kind of style with tarot. Like, I've had so many people say, Ant, can you promote my deck? They'll email me and they're like, listen, I could send it to you for free. Can you promote it? And like, even if they're offering me money, if I can't connect with that deck the moment I look at it, I turn the offer down. I am a very specific with the kind of cards I use. What's going on, Mojo? Hello. He said, hello, everybody. I missed you. Missed you too, Mojo. Thank you for stopping by. Your birthday's tomorrow, Vanilla Capricorn. Yes, that's what's up. Love that. Love it. Heather Ann and Amy said yes. Okay, Lila said yes too. All right, cool. So I'll keep that in mind for sure. In terms of the decks that I vaulted, we'll see. I think I'll post it on my website. I feel like that's the easiest thing to do, because then I could just ship it directly to you guys after you make the purchase. So I'll put like some of the old tarot decks I'll sell on the website. I also have a couple candles I'm going to be throwing up on the website soon, guys. Make sure to sell them out because they're, you know, that stock is not going to be there much longer. So I'm going to put some candles on the website as well. And if you want to purchase them, feel free to. And yeah. Is there a deck that we could gift to you? I'd appreciate that for sure, but I don't know right now. I haven't really had my eyes set on any kind of tarot deck for a while. I'm not sure about that. I would have to kind of look out there. I have been interested in acquiring a new tarot deck, but I haven't seen anything that I feel has really called to me lately. But you know where I do have to check? I have to check Etsy. There's a lot of people who are not like incredibly famous artists, but are incredibly talented that make such beautiful decks, and they make them and put them on Etsy. So I got to look at the Etsy shops and see if I find anything that's maybe not so mainstream, you know? Because they're really cool. You'd love to have one of my decks, Lilac? For sure then. Cool. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to throw those on my website, along with some of the SNK CMT candles, as those are, you know, remaining stock that needs to get sold off anyhow. So I'll throw those up on the website too. Vanilla Capricorn said, I finally detached myself from tarot. It's been 2 years. I love that for you. That's awesome. A lot of people can find themselves getting really, really attached to tarot. And even as a reader, guys, I don't want you to ever be attached to tarot, right? I want you guys to remember that no matter what, never attach yourself to the outcome. It may resonate with you, it may not. But I am not the type of person who's going to say, hey, everything I say is going to be 100%, you know, what's going to happen. And you need to constantly keep on watching. Like, tarot addiction is real. I don't want anybody to ever have to go through that, you know? If you're here for entertainment, that's fine with me. If you're here because you believe in what I do, that's fine. If you're here for the vibes, that's totally fine. But I never want anybody to be so addicted to the point where, you know, you're, you know, doing harm to yourself rather than good, right? So always something to keep in mind. Yeah, that's true, Amy. I could probably do that. I'd probably do that though for like the best condition deck that I'd have left over. I love Etsy too, Mojo. I do. I don't like so much selling on Etsy because Etsy takes a massive cut from their creators, which is really shitty because a lot of the people that do Etsy in general, they are phenomenal with the work that they do. So it kind of sucks that, for their platform, they take so much. That's why it's hard being like independent with your own website and stuff if you don't already have a following. A lot of people find success on things like Etsy and things of that nature, but if they had like maybe an original following at first, maybe they could have made a Shopify or an individual website, they'd be making so much more money because there's a lot of cut that comes out from it, from the people that own it. Heather Ann said, make your own. I've tried. It's been in the making for years. But, my girlfriend is the one who wants to do it. But every time I'm like, I bring it up, I'm like, are we ready to do this? Are we ready to commit? It's like, oh, yeah, sure. Let's get started. And then it's a start-stop project. So I don't know. I don't know. Lux said, I love candles. I'll buy your candles because I love to support you as a whole. Oh, well, I appreciate that. You'll love the candles in general. They're intention-based candles. We have one for Mercury retrograde too. We got tons. All the intention candles are my favorite because they're infused with literal intentions. Like protect candle is to protect you spiritually as well. And it has a lot. It comes with the crystals and it comes with every candle has an intention infused into it. So super passionate about that. I haven't really made any more candles over the years because they haven't really sold like they used to, in the first batch back in like 2020, a lot of people were buying candles. They don't really buy them now. But that was a super passionate project I had back in the day. That was really fun making those candles, You buy all your artwork and gifts on Etsy? For sure. I love doing that too. Etsy has some wonderful things, man. Some wonderful things. Orpheus, what up? Hey, happy Wedgie Wednesday, dude. You look great, and I'll smell you later. Take care, Orpheus. Thanks for stopping by nonetheless. Vanilla Capricorn said, I still totally plan on buying the merch. Cool. Appreciate that. Cancer will be coming up shortly, but it has not been done yet. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Amy. I fuck with that. I like that. That's crafty. Ultimately, cards are art and symbols on paper. They're wonderful, but readers who share wisdom and build beautiful communities is what's up. Absolutely. Heather Ann said, you have an AC in your office now. Woot woot, just noticed. Yes, I've had this since the summertime, which I'm so grateful for because my God, does living on, the top floor and being in the summertime get hot. It gets super hot, man. Marlene, what up? Super late, no noti. Gonna go start the timestamps now. Love you and Soul Fam. For sure. Appreciate that. And thanks for stopping by either way. Really means a lot. All right, y'all. Let's get into our final batch. I'm going to get right into it in 1 second. Thank you for those of you that, maybe don't enjoy the chats, but are being patient. I appreciate that. All right, let's get into it. We're going back into our Earth. We did our Capricorn and we did our Virgo. So let's have a look here at Team Taurus. We're going to see what's up here for you. All right, what's showing up here for Team Taurus, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information's coming on in here for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Let's see what we got going on here for you. Team Taurus. What's popping for our bull gang? Overall energy for you guys is going to be the Star in reverse. You might be connecting here possibly with an Aquarius for some. Taking a look at the current energy, King of Swords, what it is you're dealing with, Seven of Cups in reverse, and then having a look here at the outcome for Team Taurus is going to be, dun dun dun, the Emperor in the reverse position too. Couple things to note real quick, Taurus. You could be connecting here with an Aries. You might also be dealing here with an Aquarius with that star card coming into play as well. So do take that if it particularly resonates to you. Now, you got here a star in reverse and you pair that here to a King of Swords coming into the upright position. So I feel for you guys so far, star reversed here, King of Swords in the upright. You're kind of at a point in time where it feels like you are doing your best to make a situation fulfilling. But I think that there has to kind of be a point of honesty with yourself that maybe this situation isn't going to be fulfilling. It's almost like you've tried your hardest to give something a shot or give something a chance, Team Taurus, but I think that it's like I kind of have to come to that point where maybe this is what it is. You know, something's got to give. Like, you can't make yourself like something you don't like. You can't make yourself be interested in what you're not interested in. And I feel like you're reaching that point where it's like, okay, something has to give. Like, I've given an extended period of time to maybe like this person, to maybe like this job, to maybe like this hobby. The truth is I just don't. And that's okay. Like, it's okay to not resonate with something. And looking at what you're dealing with right now, Seven of Cups reverse, it is very much so something specific. So it could be a specific person, it could be a specific job, a specific hobby, etc. But you're at that point where you're realizing, yeah, this just isn't for me. And with the outcome here being the Emperor reversed, you know, Emperor reversed here is also representative of the fact that you can't make yourself interested, invested, or like something that you just simply don't. Because at the end of the day, how you feel will always be how you feel. Feelings are not necessarily something we can control. Feelings are just what it is. It's just what we feel. So Taurians, very quick and fast reading, but very, very to the point kind of reading here too. I think you are in a space where you're realizing, I just don't like this. I just don't resonate with this. Could be a person, place, or thing, but that's okay, because it leaves now room for you to find something that you do like, someone you resonate with, rather than trying to basically keep on dealing with the same issue of you just can't connect with someone or something. So give yourself the space to find whom you do connect with or what you will connect with in the future, you know? So it might not be your story, but if it is, take it if it resonates. If not, no worries. But Taurus, thanks for coming on down here nonetheless, okay? Love you guys. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, Team Taurus. So we have touched base here, guys, with all the earth signs. Let's get back into all of our air signs. For the air, we're going to take a look here at Team Aquarius. So let's see what's up here for our Aqua baby, okay? What messages are coming in here for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Zodiac in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for our Zodiac signs of Aqua in the next 24 hours? Hey, Medisol, you said, hi, Anthony, Happy New Year. Your Taurus read was on point. I'm feeling like this about my job, and I've been meditating about it. Gotcha, for sure. Yeah, take that time, you know, to look at what may resonate with you. Look at all the other options out there. There's always something out there, you know? All right, what's going on here for Aquarius in the next 24 hours? Team Aquarius, last shuffle incoming. And we'll see what's up. Some of you could be putting on a suit, wearing a suit. You could be going to a wedding. Maybe you guys got a fancy schmancy new job. Okay, so there could be a suit coming in for you. Something about a suit. I don't know. Maybe you're buying one. Okay. Either way, Aquarius, overall energy, what do we got? We got here a Two of Pentacles. Taking a look here at the current energy, Aquarius, we have here the King of Pentacles, what you're dealing with at this time. What's up? We have here a Magician. And then looking at the outcome for you, Aquarius, is going to be what we have here, the Star in reverse. So let's take a look here at you and see what's going on at this time. Team Aquarius, Two of Pentacles showing up here at the start, and you pair that Two of Pentacles here with the King of Pentacles. So I think that you've kind of been dealing with a little bit of inconsistency. Sometimes you're feeling comfortable in a situation, other times you're not. So I feel like you're going back and forth between discomfort and comfort, looking at what you're dealing with here being the Magician. It all really kind of depends on how a situation shows up. You know what I feel like you're dealing with, Aquarius? You're dealing with a gamble. For example, maybe this is your boss. Some days they show up happy and nice. Other days they show up as a nightmare. Maybe it's your romantic partner. Some days they show up lovey-dovey. The next day they show up cold and detached. But it's a very inconsistent energy. And for you, how this person's treating you is dependent upon how you're feeling. Because King of Pentacles, some days I feel comfortable because they're treating me good. Other days I feel like I'm in discomfort because maybe they're treating me not so good. So a couple things are happening here, Aquarius. First and foremost, your energy here is being dependent about how somebody else shows up, right? So it feels like your energy right now is dependent upon how somebody else is showing up. First thing you want to do is remove your energy being affected on how somebody decides to show up. Okay, that's something you want to be very, very mindful of. Second of all, Aquarius, what I really feel here for you guys at this time too, is that if you're connecting with somebody who's always a bit of a gamble, somebody here is always a bit hit or miss, if you will, you might want to be mindful on trying to find something that's maybe more stable or that brings in more stability as a whole. You know, looking at the outcome here, Star in reverse here right now is representative of not feeling very fulfilled, not feeling like you're aligned with the right thing. Because if I was aligned with the right person, I wouldn't have to feel like I had to to walk on eggshells or had to predict, are they going to be happy this day or sad the next day? I would be in a space and time here where I'm with somebody who's genuine, you know? So Aquarians, my advisory for you guys moving into your next 24 hours is to be incredibly mindful of, is it worth it to feel like you have to walk on eggshells? Is it worth it that you are in an energy where how you feel is dependent upon another person? The truth is that, let's say, for example, this is a job. Maybe you're not going to quit the job because your boss can be great one day and a dick the next, but here's what you should do. Detach from how they show up, because how you show up is what matters. If you don't give a shit about what their energy is and you don't allow that energy to manifest and attach onto you, then it genuinely doesn't matter. But on the other hand, let's say that this is about a romantic partner. If you're dealing with a romantic partner who's great one day, a dick the next, maybe that's not the best thing. Maybe that's not the stability you wish to have in a relationship. Then I would say maybe consider whether or not, or reevaluate whether or not you want to stay in this kind of connection. You know, if it's a work thing, whatever. But if it's a romantic relationship or a friendship, maybe that's a lot different, and it might make you reevaluate, do I want this friendship? Do I want this relationship? At work, we're going to come across, you know, a-holes in all industries, unfortunately, and some people are like that, but if you love the job you have, that's fantastic. If you hate your boss, it is what it is. You know, maybe you just don't allow that energy to keep on attaching to you. You detach from it entirely, show up how you want to show up, and don't, you know, base your energy dependent upon how they show up, you know? Definitely something to keep in mind, okay? All right, Team Aquarius, though, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but guys, thanks for coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, Team Aqua, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, we have touched base here, everybody, with all of our earth. We've done all of our air. We're now hopping on into our water signs, which is going to be Team Cancer. So let's have a look here at the Cancerian and see what's going on for our Cancer fam this next 24 hours. What's up here, Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is showing up here, please, for our zodiac sign of Cancer in the next 24 hours? What is going on here for you? All right, Team Cancer. Boom, boom, boom. Overall energy for you is the Five of Swords. You could be connecting here possibly with a air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Having a look here at the current energy, we do have here the Five of Pentacles. What it is you're dealing with, Cancerian, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And then taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the Temperance in the upright position as well. So Cancer, we start out here with the Five of Swords. You pair that Five of Swords here as well, though, with the Five of Pentacles. So let me talk about first and foremost the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles could be the energy of feeling like something is missing. You may feel left out or feel like you're not invested in something you want to be invested in. So I'm getting that sense here for Cancers. It may feel like something in life is possibly missing, or you may feel like you're lacking something, right? Because Five of Pentacles ideally means lack. Looking at the overall energy, Five of Swords, I feel like you're finding it difficult to acquire what it is you're lacking at this time. So Cancers, this is the energy of lack and feeling like it's so difficult to attain what it is we want. So typically, when we're in energies of lack, it's due to the nature because we don't believe we can be abundant. So let's say we are lacking money currently and we're frustrated because it feels difficult to make more money. Well, the more we feel that it's difficult to attain, the more difficult of a time we're going to have. Maybe this is about love. You feel like you're lacking love or you're lacking romance in your life. The more difficult you feel that it is to attain these kinds of things, the more you're going to have a difficult time doing so. So I just want to throw that out there, guys. When it comes towards being in the energy of lack indeed attracts lack. So the more that we're in that energy of lack, the more lack we shall receive. What we want to do is we want to retune our energy into the energy of abundance, right? If we feel that love is not necessarily difficult to come by, but that opportunity of falling in love and finding love is always there, then we start to put ourselves in an energy where we can start to see love all around us, right? Our perception tends to change. Then doorways tend to open up. If we believe that money is difficult to attain, and we are constantly struggling to acquire more money, we're going to have a difficult time there. But what if we were to see that money's being printed every day? Millions of dollars are being tossed out every day. There's always a way to get money. There's always a job to make money, right? What if we looked at money as not necessarily the goal, but the byproduct of adding value? What if you decided to say, I'm adding so much value in my business. I'm going to add so much value in my job. Then what's going to happen? Money's going to be the byproduct of that. at the end of the day too. So definitely something to keep in mind here so far, Cancer, because I feel like whatever you're lacking, you don't feel like you're confident, 9 of Pentacles reversed, and being able to attain it. However, I do think though that looking at the outcome here, the Temperance, if you allow yourself to shift how you feel about what you're lacking, and if you change that feeling into terms of abundance, you're going to notice a massive difference. All right, guys? So remember, lack attracts lack, abundance attracts abundance. What is a vibration? It is what you think, it is how you feel, and it is what it is you do. Thoughts, actions, feelings. If you shift your vibration to more of an abundant vibration, you're going to see a difference in what it is that you're lacking, because no longer will you lack when you will start to attract. Does that make sense, Cancer? I know we got into kind of like a whole law of attraction, essentially like, you know, law of attraction tips and trick thing here, rather than, you know, explaining things. I hope I explained everything, you know, correctly, but I feel like this was all like a law of attraction reading, if you will, but it really is something powerful to talk about, because when we're in energies of lack, lack attracts like attracts like. So you want to be mindful of the energetic state of being you're in, aka your vibration, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. So if you can change your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions towards being more abundant, you're not going to experience lacking what you lack. Essentially, you're going to start to experience abundance forming from those types of things, you know? So keep that in mind here, Cancer. I hope it resonates with you, and hopefully it wasn't confusing and came out the way that I intended it to, at least going forward. All right though, Team Cancer, I love you. If it resonates, cool. If not, no worries, but thanks for stopping by here nonetheless. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have done all of our water, we've done our air, and we've done our fire. We've done our air, our earth, and our water. We're going to hop on into our fire signs here shortly. Amy said, I bet you have some cool number in numerology, maybe some master numbers. Yeah, actually, I do have life path 11. So 11s and 22s are in my numerology. Heather said, check the Mars signs too, folks. That's a good spot for gaining balance and what to work towards. Kind of like our warrior tools. Yeah, agreed. Mars signs are very awesome to look into. They really are. Lila said, ants on point. Love that. Happy to hear that. Heather Ann said, that's why I listened to the whole read for a lot of the signs. It's like we have a lot of ingredients in our 3D cake. I like that. That's a cool way to put it for sure. All right, though, y'all. Getting on into our fire. The last zodiac here, which is naturally the first, Team Aries. Hello. Let's see what's going on here for our Ram fam. You may be last, but you are never not least, okay? What do we got going on here for Aries, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What information, please, is showing up here for Team Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Team Ram fam, your last shuffle is incoming, and then we're going to go ahead here and get it popping. Starting out here with the overall energy, we do begin here with a 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Looking at the current energy for Aries, we have here the Ace of Swords in reverse. What you're dealing with at this time, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles in reverse. And then looking at your outcome, Ram fam, is going to be the 3 of Cups in the reverse position as well. So let's have a look here at you. We do have all reversals across the board, but not always necessarily a negative thing. Now, you got here a 3 of Pentacles reversed paired to an Ace of Swords reversed. I almost feel for you guys right now, it's like you're not working on something, but I feel like you're not working on something because you just don't really feel connected to the kind of work. Your next 24 hours could be about actually maybe not feeling like going to work. Maybe you don't feel like working on a project you've been working on. Maybe you don't feel like hanging out with some people you made some plans with. Like, I think it's just one of those days where you just don't really feel like doing much, and that's okay. I'm getting reminded of like the Lazy song right now. Like, today I don't feel like doing anything, nothing at all, that kind of song. Who is that? Bruno Mars, or am I tripping? It could be somebody else, but anyhow, you know, it's that energy of just like not wanting to really do much, not really feeling connected. Looking at what you're dealing with, King of Pentacles reversed. Maybe you're not feeling very collected in the next 24 hours. You're just not feeling it in general. You know, if you had a reading title here, Aries, I feel like your reading title would be Aries, I'm just not feeling it, you know? But I want you to know that that's okay. Like, listen, at the end of the day, there are days that you just don't feel like doing whatever you naturally do. It doesn't mean that you don't love it. It doesn't mean that you love it any less, but sometimes you just don't really feel connected to something temporarily. And I think that this is more of a 24-hour thing, not something that's going to last a very long time. Looking at the outcome here, 3 of Cups in reverse. This is a card here representative of, you know, just not being in a place where you feel like what you naturally do is either very enjoying or has a certain level of pleasure, or this is about you being in a space where maybe you just don't feel like doing much because you're not in a very joyous or, you know, positive attitude. I don't think that it's that you're necessarily in a negative attitude here, Aries, but I just feel like you woke up and you're kind of just like, I just want today to be tomorrow, you know? And we all tend to have those days, and I want you to know that those days are absolutely okay. Guys, there are days I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to work today. Even though I love the fuck out of all of you, and I love what I do, and I love going live, and I love having a YouTube channel, there are days where I'm just tired, you know? Or where I just don't feel like doing anything but laying in bed and chilling with my cat. You know, so I totally understand where you're coming from. Don't put so much pressure on yourself, guys, to make everything work in the next 24 hours. You know, don't put so much pressure on yourself if you call out of work because you need a rest day. Don't put so much pressure on yourself if you don't do that project you were supposed to do. Don't put so much pressure on yourself if you know, don't end up meeting or hanging out with those friends you said you'd meet out and you'd meet up and hang out with, you know. It happens, guys. There are times where we just don't want to do things and we need a little bit more time for ourselves. And typically, when you're in this energy, what I naturally tend to notice is that's when you need to reset your batteries the most. You know, you need to plug your little humanoid on charge. You need to plug yourself on charge and get reset here. You know, you might be in a place where you're a little bit burnt out, or maybe you've been doing a little bit too much, but your body's telling you, hey, we need to rest. And don't be afraid to listen to your body here and make sure you take care of yourself. All right, guys, I love you, Aries. I love my Ram fam. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Of course, do take that if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. But Aries, thank you so much for coming out here nonetheless. Okay, baby? All right, Team Ram fam. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thanks for coming on out. Heather Ann said, I'm an 8. My husband's an 8 as well. And we have 4 kids that are 4s. Wow. There you go. Heather Ann said, I've always had a hunch that Aunt had some master number 11 in the sauce. Yeah, I do have a master number 11. But you know what, though? It isn't all that it's hyped up to be. Okay? It is not what it's all hyped up to be, because you end up, you know, going through a lot in that lifetime with that life path type of number. But it is also very, very cool, though, to have the experiences nonetheless, even if they're a bit intense, right? So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. Very Happy Money said, reset days are productive on a whole different level. Yes, they are. Because once you feel reset, guys, it's an amazing feeling. I love it. I love it. I love when I get good rest. Because 2023 has been a year of me just not getting good rest. My sleep has been horrible. But moving into 2024, I'm trying to be a lot more mindful of being, you know, a little bit more rested, not only just mentally, but physically as well. So that type of thing for me is a big one. Just feeling naturally super rested and reset. My productivity just kicks in like that. I feel super duper productive, you know? But all right, though, everybody. With that being said, guys, thank you all so much for coming out here to today's daily reading. I love and appreciate you all. I hope you had fun here today. Thanks, everybody, for coming out despite the notifications being crap. Thanks, everybody who made it to the live. I appreciate you so much nonetheless. And if you're catching the replay, I appreciate you too. So thanks for coming on down and bringing yourself. It means a lot, everybody. If you are new here, please do consider subscribing to the channel. I'll be happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family. Of course, for everybody who's here, if you can drop a like if you enjoyed today's video, definitely feel free to do so. Couple things to note real fast, guys. I did upload the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio video for January 2024. Currently, all of the earth signs and all of the water signs are posted. So about half the signs are uploaded so far out of the 12 for January 2024. So if you're an earth sign or a water sign, check out your individual monthly reading for January, okay? I do want to say thank you guys to all of my members, moderators, and all the peeps who sent in donations today, guys. Thank you so much for that. It really helps out a lot more than you all know. So thank you guys for your love and your support and dedication to the channel. It means the most to me, and thank you. It's really appreciated. But with that all being said, guys, I love everybody so much. Have a wonderful and fantastic and amazing rest of your day. As always, everybody, if you want to catch me for a personal reading, go ahead and head over to CancerMoonsTarot.com. I'll be happy to book you there. If you want to book me there, I'm happy to go ahead and chat with you and go through with a reading on whatever we'd like to talk about, right? But nonetheless, though, y'all, I love you. Have a great Wednesday. Happy hump day. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Much love and have yourselves a good one. Peace.